get ready, strap on, get some popcorn. I will break down the entire Mercy video. If you haven't watched it and you watch it with me, you should go leave a comment afterwards or a like or watch it yourself because it's a good video and I've worked really hard. I'll start the video, I'll pause at random moments, I'll give you details about the video, I'll give you things about the video. You do have a 50-minute attention span. You don't give yourself time and you don't give yourself the attempt to do it. People just give up midway, go on their phone. Either way, I have made this video with the idea of appeasing to ADHD people. Welcome to the next installment of Boer's Mental Asylum, where he tries to get to Grandmaster playing only Mercy. It's been around 6 or 7 months. Actually, this is outdated. It has been 9 months since my live career video. Just a small note here. This is my last upload, and I apologize deeply. We've had some complications with the editing process. As an apology, you can have this gift from me. A Bingus. I do enjoy this part quite a lot from my editor. I think it's cute. And make sure you're taking good care of it, because I want it back when I'm done with this challenge. I did tell my editor explicitly to use Half-Life 2 sound effects, and I think it worked out great. Anyways, it's time to get into some real content and begin the Unranked to GM. The 3D animations were done by Thunder, my editor, and he did a lot of the editing stuff. I added all of the music in this video, and this thing right here you see, it was made by After Effects person that does, so her name is Bluebell. I think it's a her. I decided to add a little intro here, and we discussed it, and I was like, you know, make a little pixelated thing. I think that would be really, really awesome sauce. And my mouse just died. But I was like, you should make this as it's as if the video is a game and it starts in the adventure and, you click on new game. And I think it was cool. I think my original idea for the video was to really focus on 8-bit aesthetic, but over time I kind of phased it out. But this was a cool little thing they made for me. They also made the trailer that I upload on Twitter. But yes. And so on the 16th of October 2023, I did what any other sane, normal human being would do and created an account to do a Mercy Unranked to GM with. Say hello to Heel Kitten, the account name that I've chosen for my Mercy Unranked to GM. And let's set some ground rules before I get into the actual challenge. First and foremost, I will not be swapping any accounts and I will only play on Heel Kitten and nothing else. Second of all, I will not be dueling with anyone or stacking with anyone because it will defeat the purpose of doing this entire challenge. And finally, before I have a mental breakdown because nobody ever listens and you're probably watching Subway Surfers as I'm speaking 2 minutes into the... Now, mind you, the video is not 2 minutes in, but I did a lot more yapping in the original cut of this. And I decided to cut out the yap. And now it's 1 minute and 15 seconds. But I didn't have the time to re-record the voice. Because even if I did, it would sound weird, so I had to do the entire segment again, and I was like, fuck it. Video, this entire thing happened last year, okay? It happened last year, which means it did happen a long time ago. Different from today. Basically, the game is very, very different, okay? Okay, this video did happen a long time ago. It was before Season 9 and the ranked rework, so the ranks were different, and Mauga wasn't released, Adventure wasn't released. I think Laurie was out. Was Laurie out by then? I think it was. She was. And the HP changes were different, and there were a lot of balance changes, and a lot of characters got nerfed. And I did explicitly say this at the beginning of the video, and somebody in the comment section was like, why is this the old rank up animation? Why is this the old rank system? And I was like, are you guys cooked? Are you genuinely cooked? For listening. Let's get into the video. Who do I speak for? I think it's probably a well-known fact that even though I'm a life weaver player, I'm not necessarily a support player, and I've definitely not played Mercy at all. This meant that I did not really qualify that well for this entire Unranked to GM to go smoothly. But even so, I'm happy to announce that I did my placements and I went 5-2 because I'm very talented and quite handsome if you don't know. It only took me a couple of games to come to the realization that my teammates are completely useless and I cannot rely on damage boosting Big Chungus 6 and hoping that this dude can land a single headshot because he will not land anything and will probably lose the game. So I'm wasting the sad story background. Therefore, I came to this beautiful thesis and idea that maybe instead of damage boosting others to do damage, I can just do the damage myself. This is a really cool animation that I really like. Thunder Artist made all of these animations. It is really, really cool. Instead of damage boosting others to do damage, I can just do the damage myself. I think I like it a lot. And I also really like the fact that we have that he timed I can just do the damage myself. The Hotline Miami music to the reload. It is so good. It was so good. It's just perfectly timed. Boom. It's good. Okay, that was fun. And then we decide to keep the music as I am killing everyone here. The clip was completely different before. And then I was like, oh, I forgot that I had this clip. So I decided to add this clip instead of that other one. If you can notice, we also I added Hotline Miami kill sound effects. Kills, baby. But yeah, this game, I don't know if you've paused to see the tab, the leaderboard. I had 2k damage and 15 kills with the blaster. 15 blaster kills, 200 damage amp. It's always funny to look at my stats. 1,400 Valkyrie damage done. 15 blaster kills, baby. After my invention of this newly found Mercy technique, it didn't take me long to climb to Diamond 5. Or should I say, DPS Mercy is scary. One issue I found with this Mercy DPS playstyle, even though it worked 100% of the time and it still won me games, was that my teammates weren't too keen to watching their Mercy running around with a pistol instead of healing or damage boosting.
Mercy, bestie. The Glock.
Bro, shut the fuck up! We're winning! God fucking Christ.
It's a play, I believe in you. Go, go, go.
Jesus fuck, we're winning the fight, you're complaining. Even if some... Bro, you don't understand how annoying it is. Like, me going in with a Glock, I know it's unorthodox. I know it's weird for a Mercy player to do that. I know you won the pocket. But, like, watching your Mercy kill 3 or 4 people on the team, on the enemy team, and you still complain, it is crazy. It's like watching LeBron James score 5 times and be like, bro, LeBron, give me the ball for once, bro. It's like, fuck, bro, let LeBron play the fucking game. I am LeBron James on Mercy. I go in, I kill the entire enemy team, even if it's not normal, I'm still winning the game. What do you want from me, bro? Even if I pocket you, you can't do anything. It was so infuriating. It was so infuriating every single time it happened. I can have triple the damage from my DPS, and they're like, oh, why are you the damage boosting, bro? You're throwing the game. And like, non-believers harassed me with baseless allegations of me throwing games. That actually did not deter me, and I kept doing my DPS Mercy playstyle. This clip is actually crazy because I just get a 5k. It's actually wild. I think it's a 5k. Yeah, it's a 5k. I got 5 kills on Mercy. I don't think you understand how crazy this clip is. I killed the entire team on Mercy. I killed the mini div afterwards. But for some reason, it's just the clip was too long, which meant that I was stuck in Diamond for quite some time. And if you don't know me, I love Diamond. I love how great the players in Diamond are. I love how talented and smart they are. I love how mechanically gifted they are. Diamond players are so fucking stupid. Full offense. No wrong ever. What is this guy doing? Forgot that there is no platform, or he didn't know, so he drops to follow me. Oh no, he knew there was no platform. He just tried to make the jump. These people will come into your stream afterwards and then complain that their tanks are not creating space or their supports are not healing. And then you play in those Diamond games, this is what they do. To be fair though, I don't know why there's no platform there, but yeah. Because by all metrics, she's the most popular hero in the entire history of the game. And I think personally that it's not even close. If you okay, this is really outdated. When we added this, it was like a few months ago. So this is not fully accurate right now, probably. No, it's not completely accurate. But it was before Pink Mercy came out, so... Is the most popular character, both on PC. I haven't checked since then. Overbuff isn't a completely accurate thing that you can trust. It's a little bit of a different story. I think Overwatch said that Ana is the most popular character right now. Characters like Moira or Ana can carry games in lower elos a lot better. And this here is exactly the reason why I chose Mercy. Purely because of how bad she is in solo queue. And the other reason why I chose to play Mercy and do this in Ranked GM was because my other option was to play tank solo queue, and we all know how fun that is. I know that many of you that are watching this video are probably thinking that I am indeed playing subpar because this is not how you're supposed to play Mercy. I agree, in high levels or in a professional setting, playing Mercy like this is not a good idea, and I could probably tell you that you shouldn't be doing this in your ranked games either, because most of the time you're probably
want to point out
because you're not.
Just because this worked for me, I highly recommend you guys to not whip out your Glock in your ranked games on Mercy. You can try, but especially with the hitbox changes, you might not have a good time.
Not me.
You need a good editor. Type 1 if we permaban this fucker. The fuck you mean I need a good editor? How can you look at this work of art and say I need a good editor? You're such a fucking stupid person. We love Bose 1. What the fuck you mean I need a good editor? Apologize to my editor right now. Oh my fucking god. Actual just animal.
Named Heel Kitten and I'm playing Mercy. Whatever I did, I would still get flamed. It didn't really matter. I could play perfectly and pocket my DPS without dying once. Bro. If you play Mercy, you still get flamed no matter what, because people don't like to take responsibility of their own actions. If my DPS or tank are not doing their job, they will not blame themselves. They'll blame me, even though it's not my fault. And this leads me to my second argument. There is just nothing as fun as taking Mercy, a character that's supposed to pocket and be pretty timid in the battlefield, and whipping out a Glock and killing the entire team yourself.
I think it's funny, it's the same map where I got the 5k. I showed this video to a friend, they said, why are you showing the same clip twice? I was like, it's not the same clip.
Yeah, that's better than Resident Evil, I understand.
The absolute joy and ecstasy that I experienced every single time that I got away with pulling out my pistol.
I don't think you understand how crazy this clip is. You see a Mercy in your fucking spawn, solo 2 DPS
that I experienced
and then res the
time
Winston.
that I got away with pulling out my pistol was completely unmatched to any other feeling. Just a sheer
and this is genuinely a crazy clip right here, because I actually hit I think 5 headshots in a row and delete their sojourn from existence. Just look at this. I don't know if you guys paid attention to background clips.
Was completely unmatched to any other feeling. Just the sheer confusion of everyone in the lobby.
I actually just cursed over Rahem. Thank you so much for the tier 1. I actually just cursed over Rahem. He just dissipated.
When they see the kill feed be filled up with me on Mercy and my little Glock. The real question here was, how long can Boer get away with this? Wow, random viewer, I guess you gotta watch the video and find out. Good news for everyone watching though, I spent quite a lot of time in Diamond, which meant I got to experience a lot of beautiful
I know why, but I
find
find this clip so funny here.
Offer me.
This clip is so funny to me. It's just every ranked game. Thank you, Altos. I appreciate it, Prime.
Okay.
And also speak to a lot of lovely, wholesome individuals that are clearly over the age of 18.
Okay, this guy
express their love and excitement to play with a Mercy.
This guy was so fucking stupid. This guy called Tomato.
She's a good woman.
What is this creature? What is this?
Been skipping too much school. You've been getting brain rot.
Like
you're
like
melting.
The game, baby. See my play of the game, baby.
I absolutely brain rot. It was so stupid.
Nice punch. Crazy. Surprisingly, my unorthodox DPS Mercy gameplay was actually pretty fruitful in mid-diamond because I was maintaining around a 60% win rate, give or take. And no offense to the Mercy Mafia, but it was also much better than many Mercy one-tricks out there.
This was a really good animation actually. He didn't tell me what he was doing, he just sent me the thing. I was like, damn, that's pretty damn good.
And because of my 60% win rate, I managed to steadily climb my way to Diamond 1. Thankfully, I managed to maintain my tempo and keep winning games and quickly
There's a lot of things I would change personally.
Diamond 1.
I think in the beginning I would change.
For all of you, I did not clip it because I'm slightly stupid, and you can just imagine that I don't know if I
make more yapping.
Look at this
Thanks so much for the tier 1. Nuni for the tier 1 appreciate. I know. There's a lot of yapping in some points, and I feel like the yapping is maybe okay and fills in time and you explain stuff, but I also feel like it's kind of boring, but it's also kind of hard to just, you know, stuff good stuff all the time. Kind of need to, you know, meow. No effort. It didn't take 15 months because I kept changing stuff. It took 15 months because my editor disappeared on me and I had no footage after 6 months. It's not because I kept changing stuff. It's because the fucker just disappeared on me. Because I kept telling him to do stuff and he kept working on it and then he fucked off and he left everything. So it's really fucking annoying.
I
actually assume you're annoying that guy did that.
I'm not lying. Now, I would like to say that I felt like I was getting pretty good on this character. Outside of my, glocking shenanigans, I think my movement was getting pretty smooth when I wasn't actively trolling, and it made me feel pretty good. Before I played Mercy, I never understood why people one-tricked her, but now I do. She's pretty unique in the way she does stuff. I even DM'd Skies on Twitter to ask her why
is the rival champions
Mercy, and
in
she
chat.
gave me a pretty good answer. Firstly, she enjoys her movement, and I couldn't agree more. As I mentioned just a moment ago, it is pretty cool. You can stall, you can fly around, you can enter doorways, you can go backwards, you can super jump. There's a lot of ways you can express yourself, and you can really see when a Mercy player knows her stuff. Second of all, she doesn't really require much aiming unless you're me. This in turn gives you more time to observe the flow of the game and also give a lot of information to your team. It's kind of like playing chess, and I know a lot of people are gonna laugh about it, but if you actually give this character a chance, even though it's not your thing, and play like 10 or 20 games, you understand what Skiesti's talking about, and
I think Mercy as a character seems really boring, and is probably really boring for most people, but there is fun and just floating around, doing movements, stalling point, sometimes getting kills, doing the perfect reses. There is fun to be had. It's very different fun from other characters, because so many characters are DPS oriented. But like just like Lifeweaver and Mercy, there is fun to be had in a different way. And usually it's more chill, at least in my experience. Just pocketing someone or just healing something or just doing your thing or resing. It's a lot more relaxing. And there is a different skill set that you need to actually pull these things off. You need a different type of game sense. You need to think about a lot of things to maximize value. And a lot of the times, even if you max value, that it's not enough because you just need to get kills. And it's really hard to get kills. So that is one of the reasons why I even decided to Glock people so often.
If you agree with her, in a way she reminds me of Lifeweaver, and maybe that's why so many players enjoy both those characters. I feel like both player bases are kinda intertwined a bit, and maybe this is the reason why I'm so successful in this character in the first place. Maybe all of my hours playing Lifeweaver have managed to successfully transfer to Mercy, and that's why it's been so easy to climb. But do you know what's easier than ranking up from Diamond to Masters 5? De-ranking from Masters 5 all the way down to Diamond 4.
5 wins, 12 losses. Surprisingly, was one of the better bad loss losing streaks I've had. Listen, if you have an increase of Mercy players in your ranked games glocking, it is not my fault. I do want to point out. That is not my fault. I do not take responsibility for Mercy players whipping out the Glock in your games.
I don't know if I'm cursed or it's just faith or there's something wrong with my brain wiring, but every time I start popping off, I immediately choke. And if you're wondering why I'm sitting AFK in the background clip, it's because I had to go pick up a package. Thankfully, my team somehow managed to pop off and cap the entirety of third point without me.
This clip is great because I had a package come into, like, that I need to pick up. And I don't remember what the package was. I think it was pretty heavy. So I walked down and the guy wasn't coming and he was lost and I was waiting for him to come and he finally came and I picked it up and it's like over 2 minutes. So I got disconnected actually. When I came back, I reconnected into game thinking that like we lost or like it was so long, right? It was just such a annoying situation that I really hated. That's why I usually tell the guys to leave it at a, you know, we have these places where you can leave your packages so I can pick it up. Oh, you were the Ryan in the video? Yes, you were the inspiration. And I came back fully expecting for us to have lost. And then I went back and I saw that we actually capped full and we were preparing for the, you know, flip sides. It was like, what? I don't think you understand that the entirety of third point, I was AFK. The entirety of third point.
The payload in motion stays in motion. Accepting enough.
I don't know what this says about Mercy as a character, but I'm sure it says
The
something.
entirety of
I
third
kind
point.
of got stuck in diamond. I went a little bit up, a little bit down, but I didn't really move. I think I kind of got burnt out because I've been playing Mercy like 8 hours a day, and it does get boring if you do it for an entire month. But thankfully, a massive event was coming up,
BlizzCon
which
was
made
pretty
for
fun.
a great excuse for me to go
BlizzCon!
out and take a 10-day vacation. The event
We'll never
in
get a
question,
BlizzCon again.
BlizzCon.
I do want to point out that $800 for a BlizzCon
Take a
pass
10-day
is ridiculous.
vacation. The event in question, BlizzCon.
$800 for this was crazy. But there was so many people. 800. What do you even get for the 800? You get private lounges. Man, bro. Well, let's go through the photos actually.
Vacation. The event in question,
Maybe I give you some
BlizzCon.
context for them. This is me streaming at BlizzCon. Let me just slow it down. But it's still so fast. So this is the streaming setup for the World Cup. That was crazy, honestly. Flats had like 10k viewers. It was running max ads. I remember it clearly. I actually came to his stream there, and he was running max ads, and all I could see in his chat was like ads, ads, ads. That's me and Flats, first time meeting. That's Brian Kibler. I used to watch him when I was younger. That was really cool to meet him. I met a bunch of Hearthstone guys. Emong, first time meeting Emong. Palma and Dodd. Okay, yeah, but it's too late now. This is Wanted. I think the first time I meet Wanted. This was just a random fan. This was Sesko. Yep. This was Masa. Bro, I look so fucking zoing. Another fan. Oh, the Lucio cosplayer. That went crazy. That was in front of the hotel. I am not short, guys. I'm not short. This is a Lifeweaver cosplay. Actually, Ruben said there's a Lifeweaver cosplayer, and we walked over to her, and he was like, "Do you know who this is?" With Ruben's voice, "Do you know who this is?" And she was like, "No." And he was like, "He is the first GM Lifeweaver. He's the father of Lifeweaver." She's like, "Really? That's crazy." Then she gave me her little rose, so that was cute. This is fuck. I forgot the name. I feel so bad now. It started with a C. Fuck, I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I think it's this is JCar. I know that's JCar. With the previous person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot the fuck. It was Cupcake, maybe? I remember. It was something with a C. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, this is Super. He didn't know who I was. He did not know who I was. He didn't know. Super did not know who I was. He didn't know who I was. I was like, "Hi, Super." He's like, can I take a picture? Okay. Oh, this Diva cosplayer was really funny. This Diva cosplayer was really good. I actually saw them. It was really funny. Okay, this is a small ad, which I might or might not skip. A part of me wanted to actually get a Japanese guy to voice this entire video in Japanese. But I don't but I don't know if I have the mental capacity to do that.
This video is sponsored by nobody. Stop, don't click off, I don't have a sponsor for this video, and therefore I do want to advertise my own stuff because
Yep.
if you
Most
I
important
heavily
thing, exclamation mark, gamer subs, guys, go check them out. Use code BORER.
or get 10% off, and if we get enough sales we can get a Bingus flavor or a Bingus cup, so go check them out, link down in the description. Back to the video.
Okay, so I have not seen a single person mention the fact that I was reading the Communist Manifesto. And I expected way more people to actually mention that. And actually the soundbite for the transition is the communist team from, yeah. Nobody said anything about this joke.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Honestly, I hope you enjoyed the entire montage about BlizzCon because it was quite a cool event. I personally loved it. It was amazing. One of the reasons why I really liked it was because I've never been to a large convention like that, and it was the first convention I've ever been invited to by Blizzard or
That's true.
anyone in general.
That's pretty cool.
I met so many fans. It was actually crazy. I probably had like 40 people approach me for like an autograph, which was unbelievable because, to be fair, just a few years ago, I was basically nobody. And the entire Lifeweaver video really exploded my popularity, at least in the entire community of Overwatch. So let's go back in time and check out some clips from when I was a little guy and struggling with streaming. Don't mind the new shirt. I'm definitely
The
not
sad part.
recording
I don't
this
think the
in a
part is sad.
completely different day and a completely different
It's a
month.
cute part.
Gentlemen, A short view back to the
The music
past.
was different.
Streaming is an interesting job because for
Decided to change
99%
it.
of people, you don't actually earn any money whatsoever. And you can definitely see it in these clips because back in the day, I didn't have any money to afford
Okay, this
food
clip is
or
so
heating,
stupid,
I had to
actually,
heat up
'cause
my
I just fall off
apartment
the
by
map here.
showering and letting the steam escape my shower. My PC was so slow back in the day that
Okay,
I had a lot.
this was a very common occurrence for my stream. I was so laggy. You can't see it because it's cut off on the top. That is my bad. But I had around 100 ping and I had 10 FPS.
Of technical
If you really
issues.
look at it,
my FPS would
this is
drop
10
to
FPS
like
right now.
60, 30, or sometimes even 10. It was borderline unplayable, especially in the middle of a fight. This
just
was
a goat.
very common occurrence during GOATs meta because, as many of you might know,
Bro, I was
GOATs
top
an
100.
absolute mess, and there was a lot of.
It wasn't always 10 FPS, but very often it would go to
Thankfully,
10
this only
FPS.
happened if I was able to actually load
4.6, 45 peak
This meant
represents.
that I basically had to begin the game with a blindfold until my
Yeah, so when I started the game, my PC was taking so much time to load in the models, I wouldn't be able to see who I'm shooting at, and I would just walk past enemies. All of people would just tell me that, like, what the fuck is Boer doing? He's just walking past enemies or walking through our tanks, and I just couldn't see them, so I didn't know there was people. So at the beginning of the game, I would just randomly shoot and just and play safe until my PC loads the models.
PC warms up enough to load in the rest of the game. You can probably see that I'm not
Oh
actually
yeah, my Stalker
sitting
stream.
on a chair. I'm actually sitting next to a sofa, not even on top of the
No,
sofa.
my internet is fine
The reason
if
why
I'm
that
playing,
was
but
is
not
because
fine
I
for
didn't have
streaming.
a desk. I only had a coffee table where I would position my 2 monitors that I kept from my childhood. This meant that the sofa was too high for me to play from, so I had to sit on the floor and use it as a backrest.
Bro, I was
This sucked.
sitting-
I had chronic.
I would sit on the floor, sofa as my backrest. So annoying, so painful. My back hurt. Everything was so miserable. I would sit like this for 10 hours a day grinding. It was ass. It was ass. It was so ass. It was so ass. So miserable. I actually, this part was a lot longer. I decided to cut it. I sat down on the floor, coffee table for desk. No money for food, mind you. You can see the donation goes, rent and stuff. People would pay rent. People like, effort here. They would give me money sometimes. I had a Overwatch League coach come in and help me and stuff. I had KSA help me a lot. The tank player. I had another friend, Kaos, another friend, Risa. A lot of people helped me, right? To pay rent. And I didn't have any money for food. I had a story in here which was like, I finally got some money. I bought some food. I decided to cook it in a pot. And I put in salt, but the salt shaker broke and spilled all of the salt into the pot. And that was the only food I could afford for the week. So I didn't have any money for buying more food, and I was hungry. So I Googled what to do because I couldn't eat this. I tried eating it. It was so bad. So I Googled it, and it was potatoes, meats, carrots, whatever. So I put out all of the water with all of the flavors, put more water and boiled it again. Then I put out the water again. I spilled it out again. Then I put more water and boiled it again so the salt would get absorbed into the water until it became edible. It was miserable, okay? It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I think the first 2 weeks when I moved to that apartment, I didn't have money to buy anything. So I didn't have any blankets or stuff for my bed or pillows. So it was winter. So that was in the capital where it's really cold. Capital is in the mountains. Winter, no money for heating, no blankets, no nothing. I would just cover myself with my clothes, as many as I can, and sleep on my backpack for like 2 weeks. That was miserable. That was really bad.
That got
But
fixed after I started going to the
it's good
gym.
live
Here's a
experience.
Picture of the setup. It looks really
Yeah, this is my bed. These are the coffee table. These are the 2 monitors. So one monitor I bought, I kept from a long time ago, and the other one was the first monitor I bought with streamer money. It was when I was living with my brother before I moved out, and this was the sofa. So it was too high to sit down because I had to like scrunch over if I sat down and played. So I decided to sit on the floor instead and use it as a backrest, which wasn't any better to be honest. But yeah. Yeah,
but it worked for a while, and eventually I managed to.
I did a desk building stream. The desk is actually right here. It's a bit full of random shit on it right now. I haven't had the time to clean up because I've been busy grinding rivals. I'll be cleaning up today or tomorrow. But this is the desk right here, and this might. But this is the desk. It's the same desk. The stream This stream was, I think, like 5 years ago. So this desk has been here for 5 years. It's very, very good. Very PogChamp desk. Steroid stack. This is gamer sub stack. Why do you not get a part-time job? Because I was playing professionally, and I was also streaming, and I was also going to university. So I don't know when exactly you want me to get a part-time job. It wasn't the smartest play that I made. I didn't mention it here, but I was going to university back then, and I should probably move the camera. I was going to university back then, and I did have exams and classes. I didn't always go, mostly didn't go, but I still did go to the exams. Didn't fail a single exam, mind you. I also played semi-professionally, right? So I played semi-professionally. I played in an 8 times, so I would play until like 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. And I would also stream. Was it the right choice? I don't know, but it was the choices that led me to this point. There's no right choices, right? There's no right choices. True contenders and pro play, I met a lot of people, and I got to know a lot of people that helped me along the way to get into different places. So maybe it was the right choice, maybe not. University was a waste of time, mind you. University was a complete waste of time back then. I only went to university. I want to focus on streaming. I want to focus on pro play. My mother said, no, you need to go to university. I said, you know, fuck off. I will go to university. And I applied to one of the shittier universities I could with one of the shittiest subjects just to spite her. No, first I studied economy. Then I moved on to study cybersecurity. But beginning first year, I was in a different university studying economy. So then I moved to universities. But I was like, I want to take a gap here and focus on other stuff. And I know I love my mother, obviously. It's just different views of things. And then she was like, oh, you can't take a gap here. You're going to be wasting your life. I'm like, sure, let me just study fucking economics, bro. That's going to be great for my future, isn't it? And I just did that. So that was a waste of time, mind you. That was 100% waste of time. There was nothing, a single good thing that came out of me studying economics for a year.
Up money to buy a desk, which I still have to this day, and honestly it has carried me throughout my entire carear. The reason why I'm talking about this,
final grade, why the fuck do you care what was my final grade? It was a B on fucking university. You're happy? What is the point of asking me what was my final grade in cybersecurity? Why are you so fucking interested in that? Who cares? I don't even work in cybersecurity.
Relevant to the Mercy Unranked gem is because I want to show you how miserable I was.
Why is it so important?
And how much work I've put into becoming the man I am today. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for the support of random people that just decided.
Guys, do you find this clip really funny? This is the game 6v6 Sexuals 1.
And honestly, it has carried me throughout my entire career. The reason why I'm talking about this, even though it's irrelevant to
this is the game 6v6 Sexuals 1.
Is because I want to show you how miserable I was back in the day and how much work I've put into becoming the man I am today. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for the support of random people that just decide to come into my stream and
Frozen
give me money
again
so I can pay my rent. But I wouldn't have been able to achieve any of this if I had just given up and listened to them.
Old Boop was crazy.
Embarrassed of myself and being able to achieve any of this.
Old Boop was insane. Look at this. From here all the way over there.
I was embarrassed of myself, and I still am embarrassed of the person I used to be, but I worked really hard to change it. I used to be nobody. I had nothing. I had no money. I had no love life. I had no friends.
Don't miss it.
I just had Overwatch.
I am done.
My 10 viewers at a time. But I worked really hard, and it worked out. And I'm proud of myself. And the only thing I think about is all of the hours and years I spent grinding to achieve this. You don't see it, but I remember it. You only see the end result. If you really believe that I popped off, and if you really believe that I am successful and cool and awesome, my question is, if I managed to achieve all of this with years of hard work and some luck, why can't you?
Guys, my main thing to get out of that is that, like, there was a lot of people who were naysaying back then, including people from real life, and just saying I'm a failure and a piece of shit and gaming addict, failure, wasting my time, doing nothing with my time. But I did have an idea, and I did have a plan, and I was grinding for it, and it paid off ultimately. Now, it doesn't always pay off. but you don't know until you try. And a lot of people are scared to try because other people tell them to not do it. My point here is that just because somebody tells you you can't do it, you shouldn't listen to them most of the time. You should just do your thing. At the end of the day, what is the point of life if you don't even try doing what you love? Right? I don't see the point. It sounds a bit depressing, but we're all headed towards the same place. So what the fuck is the point if we just all do the same thing and are miserable in the entire life? Try doing cool stuff while you're young. And then when you're older, you can settle. But if you don't try cool stuff when you're young, you're always going to regret it. So just do your thing and grind a bit for it. And if you grind and fail, you learn a lot. And you learn a lot about yourself. Easy to say it when you made it. Yeah, okay, you know what? You're right. Give up, don't try, lose hope. There is no point to any of it. Don't ever try. Get a 9 to 5. Go grind in the fucking office. Get minimum salary. Accept your existence. Fucking everything is pointless. There is no point in life. You are a fucking failure. I got lucky. Let's move on. You got it. My bad, bro. Thank you, random chatter.
After spending 10 days in California, I was ready to return to the greatest nation in Europe. A land filled with people that are always smiling and kind, beautiful architecture.
This is Bulgarian architecture, my dude. This is Bulgarian architecture.
They're always smiling and kind, beautiful.
This is Bulgarian architecture. This is most of the building. You go outside, this is how it looks a lot of the times. It is great. Look, the buildings are... And this, it provides cheaper housing for sure, right? And to be honest, in defense of commie buildings, they're very nice to live in because there is heating, there's electricity, there's always big stores around you, there's always parking areas, there's always a park to walk into, there's always a place for your kids like kindergarten. It is well designed, but it's outdated a bit, so it looks a bit ugly. But don't judge it on the outside. It is a good alternative to being homeless, I would say.
Architecture and clean streets, and most importantly,
it is better than being homeless like in LA.
I finish my unranked TGM on Mercy. Honest to God, I was shaking in excitement, waiting to finish this challenge. I just really needed my Mercy fix, you know. I was itching for it. I couldn't stand another day without playing this beautiful angel. Thankfully, I got exactly what I wanted. I started off the day at Diamond 4, and slowly but surely got back into the groove and climbed my way up.
It took me a lot of time to make this video. Way too long. But this is actually an insane clip, by the way. The double melee is crazy. I'm so sad I didn't kill this queen.
No! My 5k. Fuck!
I know why I did.
Honestly, I felt a lot less irritated after taking my 10 days off.
You're looking into a mirror and complaining.
Yeah.
You have more depth than this Mary, dude.
So, the context of this clip is this soldier starts flaming our Hanzo and tells him that our Hanzo is throwing the game. And starts being really aggressive and mean to him. And I click tab and I looked at this guy. I was like looking at Hans. I was like, okay, he's 830. And then I look up and I see this fucker is 840. And then he starts arguing with this guy. And they're both arguing. It is so stupid.
Okay.
Absolute mid-off.
I can't do shit either. We have no space to play on.
So don't flame me, you fucking idiots! Jesus Christ!
Start with, you fucking idiot, man.
I stopped playing since the first point.
Unfortunately, I think my teammates were not in the same mindset as I was.
Have you thought about getting a job instead of getting so angry?
I'll be accused of throwing for not stealing.
It's 10 a.m.
I started my stream at like 9 a.m. and I was grinding ranked. And this fucker was getting really upset in voice chat and flaming, and I was like, bro, it's 10 a.m. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I asked him, does he have a job? And he was like, actually, I am looking for one.
When you're shouting, do you have a job? I think you should get one.
I'm looking for one, actually.
Okay, well, maybe...
Dude.
There's one thing that I really dislike about this character,
so
and
stupid.
it's not even something to do with the character itself.
How can you wake up
It's
at
how
10 a.m.
people
and flame
treat
people?
you whenever
Yeah.
you play this character. To be more specific, people usually assume you're a woman. It happens very, very often, and maybe the reason why
There was a lot of moments where the woman thing came up. I just don't have the clips for it because I never saved the VODs because I'm stupid. So I lost the clips and the moments because I also didn't clip them. I didn't have the intricate clip system that I have right now. So I got flamed a lot. And when they heard I was a man, a lot of people stopped flaming me.
Why that is because a lot of women like to play the character. This means that usually
I'm surprised nobody has mentioned the random clip of Germa playing a medic in my video, but hey, listen, it is what it is. Thank you so much for the 15 months. This is a Germa video, by the way. This is from Germa. This is Germa playing medic.
Doubt, blame the Mercy and be very sexist because they will automatically think that you are a woman. This
It is the Germa.
created a lot of awkward and very funny situations.
Yo, he'll kill him.
What do you want?
What the I'm sorry. I apologize.
So far, I was recovering all of my lost MMR and slowly but surely climbing through the ranks. I was feeling pretty confident, but maybe a little bit too confident.
You know why I know this song? It's because there's a fucking girl dancing on the fucking hood of a car every time. You know what I mean? Have you seen the fucking shorts?
The fucking Memphis Cult video was really popular. Here, I thought the round was over, so yeah.
But the important thing was that in the span of 2 days,
I thought it was gonna
managed
slow
to
fall, but,
climb all
yeah.
the way from EIMont 4 to EIMont 1. Along the way, though, I might have been
get
a little
reported
bit too
a lot.
aggressive
Might have been
when giving
a bit
advice
too
to
mean.
my teammates. In my defense, I swear to God, I didn't say anything too crazy or mean. The Overwatch report system has been a little bit too silly in the last year or so. Thankfully, it just stayed a warning, and I personally never got banned, and I managed to climb all the way back to
Masters 5.
This was very good news, but it also meant
I said Masters 1 there, and I didn't want to re-record the line, so I just told them to add a voiceover. Okay.
say goodbye to my beloved
Okay, these two people are really. I actually.
diamond teammates.
Sorry, I was looking at the Doomfist. So pretty.
Why? Why? What? Why? How? Why? How? Just how? Like how? Like genuinely how? How? Why? I don't understand. I can't comprehend it.
After reaching the top echelon Masters 5, it's important to show people that you mean business.
So context for this clip is that I actually was killing the entire enemy team the entire game on defense. I was actually just wiping the floor with them. And this guy self-burned, and I let him die. And I watch a lot of Mandalore gaming, and Mandalore does a lot of really funny... He always adds this sound clip to all of his videos, or most of them. And I was like, you know what? I will do the same. And you can actually see this in the bottom. Maybe I can zoom in here. This guy was losing their mind because nowhere we're losing to this Mercy. I did want to zoom in, but I'll be honest, I just decided to send the video at that point.
I will not let you fall.
As a gift for reaching Masters 5, I received something very important, the finished gift of esports, LH Cloudy. But it wasn't on tank, it was on support.
But what?
You have some catching up, bro. There's no
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm throwing this game. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay, it's okay. Focus on improve, that's the whole point, you know?
It was going pretty well and we were winning, actually hard stomping, but then our teammates tossed the game and we lost. It was definitely not our fault and you cannot blame the two top 10 tank players in this Masters.
Bro, I just got into a random game in Masters and I had Cloudy on my team.
Not our fault.
I agree completely. We're both top 500.
I want to point out we were hard stomping the game and then we might have been too silly with Cloudy.
There's no way it's our fault.
There's no way.
We played perfectly that game.
We can't.
Look at Cloudy jumps up against the Widow trying to 1v1 her.
You see that jump from... Look at us go.
and then I try to kill her, and then we both
Go crazy.
Oh, the dog.
Look at this.
This was a very small hiccup though, because after
this clip
something just
was
clicked.
pretty insane.
It's as if the spirits of all
When
the
I
great
rewatched it,
Mercy players from the past
it was
and
pretty nuts.
present gathered and entered my body and took control. I just became the paragon of perfect Mercy gameplay.
It was pretty nuts. I actually just sang behind you. It was pretty Gira, Chad.
Watch out, watch out.
You don't need to follow the rules.
Watch this. This is kind of fucking wild.
You can be better.
Oh my god.
I just
You
literally
can be
fucking went on
stronger.
him.
I just kept winning game after game after game after game and climbing just as fast.
Okay.
If you need help, visualize.
I just want to say that I'm very sorry about what I have done to the stock market because because the moment I released the video, the entire stock market
This, just look at the Nvidia stock.
I added this shot of this Nvidia, and then the same day the entire stock market crashed and Nvidia dropped to like $90. Oh my fucking god, bro. The timing could be more perfect.
Price in the last 2 years. It was pretty damn good. In the same day that I managed to get Masters 5, I climbed to Masters 2.
Masters 2, 88%.
For your interest, that stream was less than 8 hours long. Without queue times, I basically won every single game. I was getting closer than ever to ending this challenge. And oh boy, was I excited. So like any other intelligent being, I took a small break and I came back the next day stronger. And immediately,
That was a pretty good run here.
I climbed to
It was a pretty
more
good pool
games,
run.
and I was free from this hell. But
That guy
would
looks like me,
Thor
what?
succumb to the same mistakes he's done in the past? Or would he finally complete this hellish challenge and unshackle himself so he could play more Winston Overwatch? Unfortunately, I did manage to climb to GM, which meant that I had to go back to Winston. But
The song
fortunately,
fit there
this also
really well.
meant
I'm
I
really
didn't have to play
proud about that
Mercy,
song
which was
placement.
honestly,
Searching
great.
for
It
songs
was
took
pretty
me so
difficult,
much
but
time, it is
much
insane.
easier than my life weaver unranked to GM. Here are my stats because they are actually pretty damn interesting. If you can't see it,
Okay, so the statistics here are pretty good. 1 million damage done. I have 1,900,000 damage done on Mercy in 340 games. 10 limbs per 10, 7.7k damage peak. Yeah. 16 limbs per life, best. 2 per life. It's pretty. Actually, just kind of crazy statistics. Not gonna lie.
I'll actually zoom in just to help you out here. I had an average of 2,000.
I don't think you understand how crazy 2.3k damage on Mercy per 10 is. It is a ridiculously stupid statistic. It is absolutely. I'm sure there's DPS players that don't average that.
352 damage per 10 minutes. In a 20-minute game, like for example King's Row, this meant that I had around 4,000 damage. Pretty damn cool if you ask me. And if you think that is impressive, you have to see my damage amplified per 10. Honestly,
I was getting flamed so hard doing my unranked gym for not damage amping. But why would I damage amp when I'm just killing everything?
God, I have no idea
Honest
how
to God.
any of this worked, but it did.
Honest to
and
God.
I climbed all the way to Grandmaster.
It genuinely doesn't make sense for me to be damage boosting these absolutely mediocre players when I can just do more.
Glocking everyone along the way. And so I was done with the Unranked GM.
I forgot to add an ending part of that segment, so this is why this sounds a little bit scuffed. Because I had to add it towards the end.
I got to Grandmasters 5, but
that's why it doesn't fit.
A little bit empty. It felt a little bit too easy, and I thought it was incomplete. There was more to do. Not to mention that it missed a lot of important things like drama, tension, and a lot of despair.
I like this thing
I have
that
a
Thunder
few
added.
reasons why I decided to continue to top 500. One of them is because I didn't really feel challenged. It felt pretty easy compared to the other 2 videos I've done, and second of all, a lot of people kept yapping and yapping about how I didn't go all the way through, which really irritated me, so I obviously couldn't let them get away with it. Surprisingly, I started winning a lot of games from the
I didn't win,
get-go,
like-
and I was climbing extremely
After I decided to do the thing, I climbed to GM2 like in 2 days. It was so fast.
fast. I kind of suspect Mercy's
Yeah,
way
so it's
better
never-
in
it's never good
Grandmasters
enough.
than Diamonds or Masters, simply because it's way easier to find good DPS players to pocket in GM, where people might have a slightly better idea what is happening than in Diamond. In the first day, after returning to the grind, I managed to climb to GM3. And after achieving
What happens
GM3,
if you don't speak
I
English?
managed to
Explode.
achieve GM2 only a day later. It was going extremely well. I was only a few games away from reaching top 500, and at this point I was getting flashbacks. Doesn't this remind you of a certain unranked GM on another support
The old
hero?
rank system was
Me
so
just a
bad.
couple
I
of
hate
games
it.
away from reaching
I'm
my
so glad
goal.
they changed
It's
it.
as if I'm being observed by a higher being that doesn't want to see me happy no matter what. Because if I would ever be happy, it would probably create an error in the source code of the universe and make it all collapse in on itself.
Oh, 7 wins. Yeah, the old card system was 7 wins, but then it was 5 wins. Such a bad system. I can't believe they kept that for like 9 seasons. Oh my god. Absolute stupidity. I can rant about the old system, but it's so bad. I can't believe they made it and they were like, oh, that's pretty good. Let's fucking ship it, bro.
It all began when the matchmaking decided that I should face my dear friend.
I'm glad you enjoyed the
Frank,
Mercy
who,
video.
if you don't know, is a pretty good DPS player and used
Yeah,
to
on my
play
last game,
professionally.
I faced Craggy,
The only
bro.
reason we lost this game is because I didn't want to win against Craggy.
And on
I didn't
DPS.
wanna-
Thank you,
didn't
Nicky,
wanna,
for the
you
tier
know,
1.
I did for him.
The best way to describe this event would probably be Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. One thing led to another, and I might have went on a slight losing streak just before I reached Grandmaster 1. Even though slightly heartbreaking, it was no
540.
issue for me, because right after I deranked all the way back to GM4, I managed to quickly climb to GM3.
And I got
And so
disconnected.
the game decided to
Yeah.
reward me by disconnecting me randomly and suspending me for 15 minutes. After all of that, I managed to lose just a couple of more games and derank all the way to GM5.
This always happens, and I don't know why, but like every time I'm just about to finish the challenge, I always go back all the way to hell. This is the same thing happened with Life Route 1. I was so close to finishing it, and then some Russian dude decided to throw my game. So annoying. Such an annoying piece of shit. So annoying. So annoying. I as I said, it is my fault. I don't blame anyone else, but like ultimately, I wish it didn't happen, but it does happen. But it also makes for a lot of good content, so.
And I had to say goodbye to all of the progress I have made. All of this reminds me of what my high school chemistry teacher
September
used to tell
3rd.
all of us. She would repeat the same phrase over and over again, which I quote went like
Never
this.
forget.
It usually takes years to build something worthwhile.
This is an
and
actual
only
thing that my
minutes to
chemistry
destroy
teacher
it.
would say.
And after all of this,
It wasn't a
couldn't
meme.
agree more.
It's
Thankfully,
literally what she would
amidst
say all the
this
time.
madness and my descent to
Every time you would
Grandmasters
act
5,
stupid.
I managed to witness a very wholesome moment in Ranked.
I
Habibi.
love you.
Thank you, Habibi.
You know who's the goat?
Who's-
Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the goat.
Yeah, Anti Majid.
This was the most
Fancy Majid.
wholesome moment I've experienced in ranked for a while.
Bro.
These guys got into a game, and they were really nice to each other, and then just talking and yapping and being friends throughout the entire thing and being friendly. It was so wholesome. And there's a video of it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Wow.
Nice!
So proud of you guys.
Oh! GG!
Thank you. Huge mercy.
This was one player in our team that refused to swap, and I think I know who it is. And he didn't say anything the entire game, and my team kept trying to talk to them and be friendly, and then he just typed GG at the end and left.
They sucked. Bro, Gronk left the game instantly. Oh my god.
just typed GG.
Also, for some reason, I decided to rant about...
Okay, the lactose intolerant rant is not at all factual, and I was just ranting about it because some chatter was sitting there. I don't know what he was yapping about. He really pissed me off. Either way, this is
lactose intolerance and how our diets in Eastern Europe consist of cheese and a lot, and I mean a lot of yogurt.
Are you listening to me, you fucking idiot? Most of the world is lactose intolerant except Eastern European. Who the fuck went to fucking America and populated America? Was it Eastern Europeans? No, you dumb fucker. It was fucking Western Europeans and Westerners.
I didn't even know what the guy was talking about, I'll be honest.
Americans are lactose intolerant, you fucking degenerate amoeba. Can you shut the fuck up? Everyone always thinks they're smarter when they can just sit there and listen to what I'm saying for half a second.
Bulgaria rant aside, I managed to climb to GM4, which meant that things were starting to finally look up.
412. I'm just the goat of losing.
Yeah, I managed to D-rank to Masters.
That was really painful, because but every time I start losing, I just keep on losing. So you have to take a break, but I can't take a break because I'm stream maxing and grinding. And it's kind of good to lose games in retrospect because then you can extend the content. So it was pretty good.
It's okay because I managed to climb easily back to GM4 again. At this point, things were about 50-50
Thank you guys. I'm
because
glad you
I
enjoyed.
was stuck in that rank for a while. It was at this moment in time where I was messaged by
All of the music
CST
was added by
herself,
me, by the
one
way.
of the
So if you
more
like a
popular
track or
Mercy
something,
content creators.
me.
She
I did the
heard
music.
that I was playing a lot of Mercy, and all she wanted from me was a replay code of me gaming on
I'm
this
the
character,
monster to this
so she
generation.
could review it on stream and make a video out of. To be fair, an amazing idea. I'm always down to collaborate with content creators because it's fun for both parties and our communities can
The DM was literally like, yo, Bulwer, can I review your Mercy gameplay? And it's like, sure. And I looked at my games and I chose the most mentally ill, deranged game where I was throwing just because I thought it would be really funny to review instead of watching me play well. And I said that. I hate people.
each other.
I don't
in a
hate Skiesti.
positive
I hate
way.
the
Not to
comments.
mention that I've always liked Skiesti and she's a really nice person in real life. So of course I sent her a replay code even though slightly silly. Obviously I wasn't taking that game super
It was obviously not
seriously
taken
because I was
seriously.
doing goofy stuff like this.
This clip always gets me. It's so funny. There was another one that was funny, but this was so much funnier, and it's so funny to me.
Oh, Frank, please.
Just the way he shatters nothing there.
Oh my god.
To go on the record, I wasn't actually trying to throw Mercy players at any point during this video.
He was
I just
so
want to be a silly
confident.
guy and send a funny replay code for them
so
to watch on stream
confident.
and make fun of me, because to me it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't take it personally and I would love seeing them laugh. And to be fair, it went exactly as I wanted from Skiesti's POV.
Okay, how can you see me doing this and tell me that I am like? How can you watch me play like this, and you know I'm like top 10 and GM2, and be like actually think that I'm taking this game seriously? Thank you so much for the tier 1. Like, how can you look at this and think? I'm not talking about Skiesti. Skiesti knew I wasn't taking this game too seriously. But like, how can you look at this play and be like, yeah, this guy doesn't know. He got boosted.
We're not. Oh no. Oh.
It's so stupid.
Oh god. Oh.
I personally like to believe that she had a great time reviewing my games and didn't take it too seriously. Unfortunately, not everyone saw things the same way. Now I'll read some of the comments I found in the YouTube video where Skiesti coached me live on stream.
These comments are so wild.
His gameplay makes me think he doesn't understand or respect the impact Mercies have on the game. Then again, lots of male
What does my gender what does my gender have to do with anything, bro? Why is this person bringing up male, bro? What does me being a man have to do with anything?
streamers done. I'm not gonna lie, I had better Mercies and bronze when I first started comp. Absolutely not.
I don't know how Boer climbed so high with his Mercy gameplay. 20 replies. These comments aren't even the worst from that video. 20 replies shitting on me. What do you mean, bro?
No personal hate against Boro, but I don't know how he that's not a GM Mercy gameplay.
That's not GM Mercy. This is gold.
Especially with the Mercy.
These people have peaked plat, and they're explaining to me. I don't know why even. It's so funny to me. It's so wild to me. Explain to me how GM gameplay looks like. It always makes me sad that he's in low GM with this quality of gameplay, bro. I was just having fun.
And
oh, bro, this comment was
fucking
wild.
That started a little bit of a drama. This whole thing kind of made me lose a lot of respect for Boger. I got him on my team without realizing at first, so I picked Mercy as usual and immediately get barked at by his fanboys. Okay, whatever. I switched before the first round begins, so everyone should be happy. However, his fanboys won't stop picking on me and just flaming me for every little thing when I'm playing.
Wild. I have never told my fans to go harass somebody from my game. I don't know how they would even reach this person. I don't know what this person is talking about. I'm really confused. Maybe I flamed them, but I've definitely not flamed them in game if they haven't done anything. It probably did it on stream. What I think happened was that I played the game, didn't say much, asked for mercy, and then this person decided to go to my stream and rewatch the VOD and see that I was making fun of like some stupid mistake they've done on my stream, and they like took it as if I was hard flaming them, or maybe I hard flamed them. I don't fucking know anymore. Either way, this was such a long time ago, but like I genuinely think they came into my vault and started nitpicking and stuff and decided. I think the fans harassing this person is probably chatters just typing omega loos and saying that, you know, the mistake they did was stupid. Either way, I don't fucking know. I don't want to get into it. It is so wild.
I have very little experience on Anna as per the request and try my best. Morg himself decided to shit talk me to his stream and then make fun of me for being hard stuck diamond, where he too got stuck for weeks on his Unranked.
I was in team once too and took mercy, but then I gave it to you and then you called me.
Free people because they would not leave me alone, calling me all kinds of names just because I dared to pick.
I was on your team once and took mercy, but then I gave it to you and you called me kitten all game. I've seen this more like something I would do.
Mercy, Boar's game. Super shitty experience. I enjoyed watching Boar here and there before, but this was just not it.
This honestly caught me so off guard because a lot of people would link me that comment both in Discord or in Twitch chat and ask me about it and whether or not it's true. This really
I actually had a few people come and ask me if it's true.
I still remain confused. As many of you might know, I do trash talk people quite often on stream, but only if they start trash talking me or somebody else first. I feel like that is fair. And
it's fair, no?
Eye, some might say. And I always try my best to never trash talk people in game.
Yeah, I'm just doing a breakdown of the video.
Or just playing badly because we're all human and we're not perfect. If you scroll down into the replies, you see.
Wait. So what buttons? Frame by frame. I'm losing my mind. I want to read these comments to you. These comments are so wild. This person threw the allegations that I did these things. 90% of the comments just believe this person without any evidence. I'm sorry that happened to you. I hate when streamers do Unranked GM make fun of people who are in their rightful rank and trying their best. I promise you, I've never bullied somebody for being fucking diamond or masters or whatever if they haven't flamed me. When have you guys heard me tell somebody they're hard stuck? Ever. And it's not them being fucking mentally ill. I watch his stuff a lot. As far as I can tell, he was either really tilted and let down random memes, which just sucks, but happens when you do this for like 10 hours, or he wasn't serious. Okay. Base chatter. Unfounded streamer ego and parasocial friends. Again, why do we believe random people? I'm sorry to hear that. I used to watch Boru as he was usually nice and chill. Lately, it's all been subtle toxicity. Being silly. I'm being arrested for being silly, guys. Take the fucking... Put the handcuffs. Arrested for silliness. Sad to see what happened to him. Sorry to hear that happened to you. You didn't deserve that. That is an explanation, but it's no excuse. Boger should be setting an example to people if he's doing these challenges. If he can't control himself during a challenge like this, maybe he should be making different content. Thank you, Mr. Quack. My bad, guys. I am the fucking paragon of positivity and wholesomeness. I've declined as a human. Nothing justifies harassing people. Okay, I actually didn't know who Boger was, but at least I know now to stay away from them. Again. Not a single person has provided a single clip of me doing anything. Let's just keep going. That's why Boger... Oh, wait. That is why Boger is the best to watch stream. Thank you, Mr. Quack. I think there are better ones, like G3 and Flats. Okay, this guy is saying that being toxic is normal. Should have muted chat and left VC. I like Skiesti, but this comment section is full of omega snowflakes. Damn. I hate the term snowflake, by the way. I think if you use the term snowflake, you might be a snowflake. I know this person is defending me. It's boring. He never controls himself. Everything you said is true, and this coming from Mercy Man. It's kind of ridiculous to know how the community acts towards Mercy. I've censored everyone's names, by the way. Even though everybody's flaming them. These people don't deserve their names censored. I want to point out that I am not a Sigma male Patrick Bateman, you know, transphobic guy that would say something like this. So people defending me with these arguments are fucking stupid. Alright, now they're arguing. Obviously, every comment section always degrades to arguing. Now they're arguing between each other. You look so much like...
Trash talking. One of the replies was me apologizing and asking for a timestamp or a clip so I could see it for myself. Unfortunately, I was never provided either of those things. Maybe I have some evil persona that decide to bully and harass a poor support player and then make my viewers go after them and bully them even more. Overall, this entire situation left me dumbfounded.
I don't know.
The way it was described.
I like to think that I don't go too crazy on my teammates. Maybe I do on chatters. But like, it's just so wild how many people just believe this person out of nowhere. And that was like not even that bad of an allegation. Imagine if like somebody came in the comment section and said, Boger killed my entire fucking family and ate my dog. People would believe them instantly. Protests would start.
Described was as if I did some heinous war crimes against humanity. I'm not trying to make fun of this person nor deny the allegations. I just feel like without evidence it's kind of hard to see if it truly happened the way they described it. I think everybody has.
I did want to see what happened. I have a slight memory of what game they might be talking about.
Unfortunately for me,
but I never flamed them as hard as they thought.
My time being terminally online, and so
I don't think I even flamed them in game.
I used to love are now very.
I have a vague memory of a game where I asked somebody to swap. They swapped. They picked Anna. It was Havana. And I think they did something really stupid. And I laughed about it on stream because it was really stupid. But I never bullied them in game. Either way, I digress. It might not be the same game. Either way, if you watch my stream again, you know I never call people hard stuck in game. And I never harass people in game unless they say something stupid. Or maybe this is a Homelander situation like in the comics and there's somebody else who's doing this. I don't.
Dangerous hunting grounds for trolls and people that just want to upset me.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for the wholesome event, guys. Love it.
I play Mercy.
Okay, GG, love you, Boger.
I hope life gets better.
I do appreciate that guy telling me that he loves me.
This water guy, so mentally ill.
And when you get a moment of peace and quiet away from people that are trying to get under your skin, there's always somebody who's giving out free advice even though nobody asked them.
Why you fool? Just heal.
Bro, you literally said, I am the
I hate
one
people
who
like
keeps
this, bro.
speaking. Relax, play the game.
I hate these people so much, by the way.
You're not calling. You're not calling. You're just complaining. You're just complaining.
Even though
people just complain in games and then they assume that it's helpful and it's so unhelpful and stupid.
All of these events by themselves would never be able to upset
It's not helpful
me.
to complain,
In a vacuum, they mean nothing. They're meaningless. Together, they manage to chip away slowly at the mask of a silly little guy.
I did it with a permanent marker, by the way.
And eventually, you're left vulnerable in front of thousands of people.
And yet, you're still stuck in your toxic rank. Look at these people. You're worse than them. You're worse than them. And yet you come into my stream to talk shit.
The average person would just point at the screen and laugh if they saw this madness. And I don't blame them for it. Quite often I do the same. But how many of you have asked themselves, what does it feel like being the person on the other side? The man that decides to do all of these silly challenges just to stay relevant and make people laugh.
I'm so cooked. I think somebody told me, send me a image. What are you doing? And then I just like smiled like this and then just sent them the fucking sleep paralysis.
I just know that 90% of you are probably watching this and enjoying
this is the best
my
part.
Joker arc, loving the despair that I'm going through. Aren't you, Flats? I just know.
Okay, let me just show you the actual Flats reacting to this. I showed it at the beginning of the stream, but I didn't make this part exactly for this moment, and I sent him the thing exactly for this moment. Like I've been planning for a while. This was me making in the months.
I just know that 90%
This is like
of you are probably watching this and enjoying my Joker arc, loving the despair that I'm going through. Aren't you, Flats? I just...
What? No, I'm leaving. I'm actually going. I'm going. I need a drink. I'm going.
Caught him. Caught. That was so funny. I was watching it yesterday on my TV as he was reacting. I was just waiting for this moment. I was so excited. I'm in his fucking walls, bro. It is so good. It is so good. I live for moments like these. I do try to integrate the community in some form in my videos, and this is the best. Like Skesty, Craigie call out, Flats moment. I think it's just funny. I do want us to be more of a community, but like the community aspect of Overwatch just lacks so hard. Like compared to other games back in the day, I used to watch a lot of Hearthstone. The Hearthstone community aspect between the streamers and the way they interact with each other always brought me like a warm feeling, and I do wish it was more like that with Overwatch, but it feels like Overwatch streamers are mostly disconnected from each other and everybody just queuing up ranked. Nobody's really trying to do something unique, and it kind of breaks my heart because I think we're all on friendly terms and I wish we did more stuff together. So I do try to integrate the community in some ways, because I think the best part of Overwatch is no matter if you don't like the streamers or you hate them, I think the streamers are mostly pretty chill people, and their opinions might vary, and people might act stupid in ranked games, and they might say stupid things, but mostly I feel like the Overwatch streamers are just mostly friendly people, normal people, like J3, Emong, Flats. I know a lot of people don't like Flats, but it's just because he's really popular. SK, like me, whatever. Everybody has their quirks, everybody has their weird little things, but mostly I feel like everybody's really nice and chill compared to like Valorant. We have so many weird people, big streamers that are openly transphobic, and Fortnite and Apex and League, and people are so wild. I feel like our streamers are just really chill, so I wish we did more stuff together, but it is kind of hard to do stuff together considering how fucking boring this fucking game is. But yeah.
know that you're watching this and reacting to it on stream, and I hope you and your community are enjoying this, because I most definitely am not. I'm like a lonely clown that is entertaining a crowd of people by doing silly little tricks, and to be fair, I'm doing a great job because everyone is entertained except for one person, the most important person in the circus, me.
Okay, tell me that this line didn't go hard. To be fair, it is entertaining. I'm doing a great job.
Great job because
everyone is entertained
except for one person, the most important person in the circus, me, the clown.
I went hard. I went hard. Right fire, you know, the gif with writing with the fire, the pendant fire. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I do want to point out again, I don't write scripts for the videos. I just sit in front of my microphone and yap and then cut out the boring yap. I didn't do the editing. It was my editor. I did the cuts. I cut the video. I did some transitions, whatever, but he did the editing. What do you do if you could swap games? I don't care. League. This is my favorite part of the entire video. This was a crazy idea. I was just watching Sigma edits, and I was thinking, because my community sent me, so I had this chatter whose name I don't remember. Sorry. It's kind of hard for me to remember names for either way. They said, they were like, I'm gonna pay money to the voice actress to make a little soundbite or a little video for you while doing the Unranked GM. And he did a GoFundMe, or and they got money and they did the thing. And we had this funny clip, and it was just the voice actress. And I was watching Sigma edits, and I didn't know how to implement that video. And I was watching, and then I was like, "You look lonely. I can help." It was, you know, the thing, the dialogue. And I was watching this, and I was like, bro, it would be so fucking funny if we put the Mercy voice actress. I can fix that exactly. The Mercy voice actress to replace Joy. I think it's called Joy. Ana de Armas. And I DM'd my editor. I was like, can you do it? It's going to be so fucking funny. And I didn't expect much. And I said, you can make it scuffed. I don't care. And he went above and beyond with it. It is actually insane how well he made this. He did the lighting perfectly, and it was really good.
Hey, Bullboard. You call the voice of Mercy on Overwatch. You got to.
Yeah, she went above and beyond. He made the lighting fit perfectly, and they changed the color for her, and then they did the thing, and it fits so well.
This is for you.
And the sound editing for this.
Please let Mercy know your settings. And yes, Mercy wants you to know that she loves you, of course. And I really hope we get to meet in person one day. I'm sending you so much love and all the heals. And don't forget, heroes never die.
And then I think a lot of people miss this because it's kind of hard to see. But he's not whipping out a pistol, he's whipping out a Mercy Glock. This is Mercy's Glock edited on top of the pistol. It's not his normal pistol, it's the Mercy Glock. Which is a crazy edit because it looks so natural. It looks so well, and the lighting is so good. It is actually crazy how he did that. I actually have no idea how he did that. And then, because the thing was supposed to end with Ryan Gosling looking sad, like here. And I was like, what if because in the shot, he looks at his gun, because this is the moment where he decides to make a choice for himself. And I thought to myself, I can make a choice for myself as well. In a way, I can not give up the Glock, and I can keep going, even though it's really annoying. It's not AI. Probably AI. Oh my fucking god. Do I permaban this person? I can't believe that you just looked at my editor putting in hours of work to make this happen, and you typed probably AI. actually genuinely losing my mind over this comment. Do we ban this person? Do we extinguish the light? Oh, okay. I won't ban them, but that was a stupid comment. Jesus Christ, I actually hate it. I can't believe. Can you imagine working hours to make this gun fit perfectly with lighting and everything just for some random chatter to come in here and tell you fucking that you did it with AI? Actually heartbreaking. Oh, fuck my chungus life, bro. And so that was pretty good. Pretty good. And in a way, he looks at the gun. And then it was supposed to end here, and I was like, what if it spans up, right? So it's like a slow transition. First the gun, and then I become, in a way, the Mercy, right? So that there was a vision here with, at the end, towards the end, I have become Mercy herself. And maybe it's time to, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Who's saying that it's trash? I don't think anyone's saying it's trash. People that are jealous say that it's trash. And then we just did the transition here, you know, for the next chapter. And mind you, all of the chapter names in the video are Mercy voice lines. So I don't know if you've noticed that, but we were thinking about, you know, what do we do for names? And I was like, let's do Mercy voice lines. So the doctor is in, making a full recovery. Sometimes you scare me. Yeah.
It was now December.
If this is trash, then call me a raccoon because I'm digging
playing this character non-stop every single day because I began this challenge in October. And I started getting very frustrated with Mercy and just the
No,
entire
not from the
community in
past. That was not
general.
an official chapter, man. That was like a filler episode. I'm not talking about the chapters on YouTube. I was talking about the in the chapters in the video itself.
There's a May behind us and she's gonna ult. Look at this. Now I'm just gonna get frozen and die. I just know it for a fact.
I didn't want to play the actual voice line because I didn't want to spoil the little secret because I want people to figure it out by themselves and feel smart.
Like, how is it so fucking difficult?
I couldn't
otherwise it'd be too
understand
obvious.
what I was doing wrong. It felt like I lost my mojo and I couldn't win any more games. I was stuck in Masters for so long, so you couldn't blame me for feeling a little bit down under the weather. But no matter how sad I might feel, I will always strive to protect the innocent.
Please, Rain, can you switch, please? Stop that Rain, you use that as fuck, bro. What the...
Who is flaming him, actually?
Please, Rain, can you switch, please?
The Soch.
Stop that Rain, you use that as fuck, bro. What the fuck? Switch, just switch.
We won that game. We won that game. We won that game. This guy was flaming our Ryan. I thought, shut the fuck up, focus on the game. This guy stopped talking. We won the game. We won the game. I just want to point out.
Like, boy, Ryan, bro.
What is 1850, bro? Oh, the fucking Mercy thing.
Focus on the grind.
Yeah,
Focus on the game.
that's funny.
Stop blaming others. Blame yourself and your mistakes. Stop looking for an escape. Stop looking for an escape.
Thankfully, there was one saving grace, one little sliver of hope, and that was the new season coming out on December 5th. The season when Mauga came out.
This was like, I think my first game with Malga.
Now, I wasn't getting excited about Mauga's release. What I was getting really excited about was the new season. End of season games are notorious for being really bad, filled with a lot of people throwing and a lot of people cheating. But the new season always manages to bring back a lot of normal people, so the game quality gets a lot better. And I was kind of hoping that this would help me with my climb. Thank God I was correct, because the new season began and I instantly went 11-3. This was a huge confidence booster after losing so many games.
I think when Malga came out, I did Unranked to GM. And then when I got to GM, I went in a 10-game winning streak and got top 10. It was
Kind of
quite a
proved to me
character.
that I wasn't stuck in Masters for so long purely because I started playing worse, but also because the match quality got progressively worse. Unfortunately, I managed to meet
These guys were harassing me the entire fucking game, and I showed you the best parts of that game, but they were actually just so transphobic, homophobic. They were saying slurs, they were being so mean, they were bullying, they were I was like, bro, what the fuck you want from me? It was fucking crazy. It was so wild, these two people. They're so annoying. Actual just morons. At the end, like, he was just ranting about LGBTQ.
These two cretins that decide to target me in my game and be extremely homophobic, transphobic, and all kinds of phobic.
Guys, leave me. Gay?
No, guys, leave me the fuck alone. Let me play the game.
Are you gay?
If I was gay, what would you do?
Right?
You would want to fuck me. Okay, pull up, bro. Come to Bulgaria. Let's have sex.
What's your flag mean?
It's the trans flag.
Yeah, I was rocking the trans flag.
Sure, why not? I'm everything, guys. Everything.
Fuck you, man.
Guys, you're the ones who started this conversation. I'm just
Hate
chilling,
people
bro.
like that.
Leave me alone. Outside of the usual
harassment,
Mercy players
Such degenerate creatures just sitting there thinking that they're cool and just harassing in games, but if they ever pull up in real life, they're like absolute fucking rats. Like, they don't say anything. Kind of like Yubi, you know? I'm sorry for saying this, but like, Yubi is such a fucking weird person, always harassing everybody and being mean, like with during the Overwatch esports thing. Like, the moment you see him interacting with people in real life, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything. Online, on Twitter, he's always talking shit. Why, bro? Like, why? Just leave us alone. Nobody. We are just sitting there doing our own thing, existing. I don't want to be bothered, bro. Leave me alone. I don't care if people's lives are boring. Don't take it out on me.
Have to face on a daily basis purely because they're playing a certain hero, I steadily climbed all the way back to Grandmasters 5. And after getting to Grandmasters 5, I managed to just as easily climb to GM2. I reached the point where I failed last time and dropped all the way back to Masters, and I wasn't gonna let that happen again. But I couldn't do it by myself, and I would need the help of some great teammates.
Come on.
Oh, the pin! My hero! Everything lies on him. Look at this!
This is a great play. This is a great play because this was overtime, as you can see, and our Sojourn was ulting, and their Roadhog was about to kill her with the hook, and then our Reinhardt pinned him off the map and saved the Soj, and then Soj killed everyone on the team. I think the Reinhardt actually came to my stream.
With that heroic sacrifice, I managed to stay in Grandmasters 2. But even though I couldn't climb to Grandmasters
stopping the charge is not heroic.
Me to give it my best from this moment on. I was currently 35 wins and 15 losses. I only needed 5 more wins. And I managed to do exactly that and win 5 games in
I'm surprised
a row.
that I didn't get demonetized for There Goes My Hero.
It's 5-0. It's done. It's done. No more Mercy ever again. Never again Mercy. I'm gonna click that button. If I'm not GM1 after that, I'm quitting. I'm giving out my stream key. And finally reached Grandmasters 1. After so much hard work.
That was the only image I had of me getting Grandmasters 1. It looks so fucking stupid.
After so many losses, after so much time grinding, I finally managed to do it. And if you think my last stats were pretty impressive, you gotta see these ones, because I managed to get a 73% win rate solo queue on Mercy from Masters to Grandmasters 1 at the beginning of the new season. 40 wins and 15 losses is incredibly impressive on this hero, especially when you play alone. I was extremely happy and honestly very proud of myself. I've managed to win all of these games and finally get to Grandmasters 1. The challenge was over, but there was one small issue. Many of you might know that 40 wins is not enough to qualify for top 500, which meant I once again got bullied by chat that kept saying that I need 10 more wins to qualify for top 500, and it's not over. It is my fault because
skill and a bit of luck. If you think I climbed to GM1 because I'm lucky, newsflash, buddy, it doesn't work that way. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. How can you look at 40 wins, 15 losses and tell me I was lucky? No, bro, no luck. I'm the GOAT.
Let them get under my skin and I got extremely annoyed. So I went back in and I got my last 10 wins.
Can you play something else?
No.
Oh my god.
You are talking to the #1 kitten. Wow, you are speaking like that.
I love this guy. This guy was fucking hilarious.
Brain, so I can Lucio, you know?
No, he doesn't
I don't need Lucio, no problem.
He's the GOAT. He's #1, right?
Oh my god.
I'm #1 crypto scammer in Azerbaijan. I remember my name.
Okay. We're gonna lose on you.
But before my final win at 49 wins, I faced the biggest challenge of them all, winning a game with Metro.
You're blaming me when three people in for me and ult me?
That was my last game.
Brain dead?
Yes, for my final game of this Mercy Unranked GM, I got into a match with Metro himself, and it went just as you
My
would
last game
expect.
was with Metro. I just don't know why.
Who's back? Okay, can we walk up right and advisor? I think that
Explain to me this play right here. Explain to me. Explain to me. Just explain it.
just die if we don't walk up right with Scream and Visor, no? Okay, I'm buzzing here. And I'm dead. Cool!
Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
We won.
We had a lever, and Metro was arguing with some random kid for no reason, which made me really anxious because I really wanted to win. I couldn't spend another game playing Mercy, but thankfully it all ended pretty well, and I finally managed to get my 50 wins and top 500. This means I completed the challenge, got the 50 wins, got top 500, and back then there was no champion rank, so I had the highest rank in the game. This ending was nowhere near as emotional as my Lifeweaver Unranked to GM or even my cursed Winston Unranked to GM, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't always have to be as grand. I think what matters the most here is that I left my comfort zone, decided to pick up a hero that I've never played, and decided to do it my way. And by the end of it, I managed to learn a lot about Mercy, the community, and what they have to go through on a daily basis.
Beautiful. I had to cut there
There's a lot of
randomly.
negativity surrounding Mercy and her community, and I believe that is unfair, especially after doing the shot.
You can see some details here. Chainsaw Manga, Berserk Manga. I bought more Chainsaw Manga yesterday. Akira, Gamer Subs, Puchita, Sailor Moon, Hearthstone Prince, signed by the guys. This is Pun Pun over here, I think. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not innocent either. I love bullying Mercy players both on Twitter and in-game because it's funny to see them wrecked. But I kind of get it now. You get bullied.
What do you think about
so
the ending?
often
What do you think about the ending?
basis that you instantly get aggressive when somebody says something.
What do you think about the
bad.
ending line?
And maybe we should be treating them nicer because, to be fair, they are support heroes that don't usually get a lot of compliments. People just assume that they're supposed to be pocketing someone and never say a single thank you. Not to mention that the Mercy community in general has been low-key carrying Overwatch, both by buying a ton of skins and also just being really active all the time. I honestly don't know where we would be without them.
The plush is right here, the cat plush.
But what I do know for certain is that Mercy fucking sucks and you should probably be playing Kiriko. See you next year.
Actually, I wanted to censor everything in the video except the last line. It would be a lot more funnier, but I want to just upload the video already, so... So this is the credits. Hi, Rao. Yes. Boger as director. Boger as Boger. Director Boger. Editor Thunder, 3D Animated Thunder. Thumbnail Matter. Pixel Mercy. Bluebell. The music. Not all of it is in here. But I changed some music. Lucy Pauls. Yes, I actually called I also did a shout out. Shout out to Gamer Subs! Exclamation mark Gamer Subs, guys. Buy Gamer Subs today for 10% off. Shout out to the Boglins, to all the Binguses, to Reinhardt player, the balancing team for not buffing Mercy. Made in Bulgaria. It's true. My editor is in Bulgaria.
That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it.
Some people asked me about the enter song. It is actually the song from Ultrakill. Go to Necros, yes.
Discord.
Okay, I really like the ending.
socials.
I'm not gonna play this part because it's just yapping. Just check out, you know, not Borer, Borer Live. Check out the Mercy video itself, guys. If you like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. Exclamation mark Mercy. Leave a comment, leave a like. Maybe watch it. Watch time is really important. It is doing pretty well, but it also always could do better. So if you actually did enjoy it, the best way to support is either watch it, share it to friends, or just leave a like or a comment. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm just saying, because making videos like these is just really hard. It's just like, it's just such time-consuming thing. But it is already at 110k, so pretty good. Yes, watch time is the most important part. That's why long videos do really well. And I hope you appreciate the fact that I made this video 50 minutes and 00 seconds long. I actually rendered this video like 5 times to make sure it's exactly 50 minutes.
Stay safe, guys. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.
I really like this part. What do you think? This was really... It really fits. It makes me... It's really relaxing. Really nice. Yeah, effort. Enjoy the gym. It's really good. I really like this part. I should change my profile pictures. I like this Bingus. But yeah. What do you think about the Mercy video, guys? You really liked the video? Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It was quite the journey. Quite the video for sure.